Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm so sorry that it's been so long. I'm still in the process of moving, in case you didn't already know that. It's been a really hectic, busy couple of days. A lot of painting, a lot of moving stuff, a lot of little renos, getting my room, my beauty room ready, setting up furniture. So yeah, I've been busy. It's still going to be busy for the next couple of days. I'm not gonna have internet after tomorrow, so I really wanted to make sure that I got something filmed before it was so long, because I really have missed it. And so I just want to address my video about the negative comments here, and I want to thank everybody so much for your words of encouragement and support and advice. It's been overwhelming, just the way that you guys have reacted to this. I really was not sure, and I was really hesitant to post it, as I said, because I wasn't sure what kind of reaction I would get, and I was just blown away by all the love and support and just really kind, sweet things that you guys have said. I can't believe it. I'm so touched and so humbled, and just thank you so much. I've tried to respond to every single comment. If I missed your comment, I'm really, really, really sorry, but I've read everything, and it's been incredible. It's so, I can't even put into words just how moving it has been, having people react the way that they have, and just knowing so many people have my back. It's been amazing. So anyway, I'm just going to leave that behind me. Like Taylor Swift says, shake it off, and haters gonna hate and all that stuff. So I'm going to try and take all of your wonderful wise words to heart and really follow your guys' advice and focus on all the good and not the bad. And you guys have been so inspiring to me and have really just made me want to do this even more. And you guys have just really made me want to be better and just keep doing this, because I have so much fun doing it. And over the last couple of days, I really have missed it. The first couple of days were fine, and I was like, this is a good break. And then I started to really wish that I had the time to film. And so it's really late at night because I just got back from the house, because I'm still staying in the apartment till we get more of our stuff moved over. So I just really wanted to film this because I have missed you guys so much. I have missed filming. It's been so fun and such a good outlet for me to have, and I really don't want to lose it. So I thought that I would film this and upload this for you guys, and then it will be another couple of days before I get something else posted. And I thank you so much for sticking with me during this really tough time, because it's so hard to film while I'm in the process of moving, because I just don't have any time at all during the day. So thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you so much for all of your support. And without further ado, I am going to jump into my empties video. So the first thing I have here is this box. I've shown these before. This is the Kirkland, which you get at Costco, daily facial towelettes. There's 150 in the box, and I finished all 150. They last forever, as you can guess. I mean, imagine if you use just one a day, then it's 150 days. These are like $12. It's a great deal. They are really gentle. They work really well on my face, especially when I don't have a lot of time to take off makeup. And I have definitely fallen asleep with makeup on over the last couple days, because yeah, I've been getting home really late and I don't have any of these wipes left. So as soon as we are settled, I will definitely be buying another box of these. This, I have a shampoo. This is Marc Anthony, and this is the Instantly Thick Hair Thickening Shampoo. This was okay. It took me a long time to get through this. I really don't like a lot of volumizing shampoos because they tend to be really heavy, but this one has a really nice, light, almost citrusy scent, which I really enjoy. That definitely makes me want to use a shampoo more when it has a scent that I really like. But as far as it goes towards volumizing, it really didn't have a super great impact on my hair. So while I've tried other Marc Anthony hair products that I really like, I wasn't crazy about this one, so I will not be repurchasing this. Then I have the Good softening conditioner in the Paranormal Activity. I believe I had the shower gel in my last Empties video. This is the conditioner of it, and I really liked this conditioner. It smells really good. I love artificial pears, as I've said before. I don't know why I'm crazy about that scent, but this conditioner is good. I mean, it wasn't mind-blowing, but it was definitely a softening conditioner, which it does say that it is. And I noticed that my hair was softer when I used it. So this is definitely something that I would consider repurchasing once I have worked through more of my conditioner stash. Next, I have the Big shampoo from Lush. I like this shampoo because it is a volumizing shampoo like the Instantly Thick is supposed to be, but this one is sea salt and it's really clarifying. Now I can find that does make my hair a little tangly, so you do need to use a really good conditioner, but when it comes to getting massive volume in my thin hair, this shampoo, it works wonders. I did find it to be a little damaging when I was using it every day because it really does dry out the ends of your hair, and I wasn't using a conditioner with it for a while, which was a really bad choice. But with a conditioner and not washing your hair every day, like second day hair after using the shampoo is amazing, and I really love this stuff in the summer. So this is probably not something I will repurchase right now, but once the weather gets warmer in many months from now, I would definitely repurchase this. Next, I have a couple of shower gels. Shock. I have a little 100 ml of the grass shower gel, which I love. I love mixing this with other sweeter shower gels, especially something like Rose Jam from Lush, which is back and I bought 2 big bottles of, and at least for now, I mean I might buy more. I love that, and mixing it with grass tones down the sweetness a little bit, and it's just wonderful. I also was mixing it with this shower gel from Bath and Body Works, and this was the Honeycrisp Apple and Buttered Rum Orchard shower gel. And this was such a great fall scent, and mixing it with grass was just magical. It was like literally being in an apple orchard because you had the earthiness of the grass and the sweetness of the apples, and I love creating shower gel cocktails, and I think that's why I go through so many of them, because I use it as like bubble baths when I take baths, and I just make these amazing scent combinations with various things, so I had fun with that. Another apple shower gel I had was the So White from Lush, and this is just the 100 milliliter size because I wanted to try it. I liked the bath bombs, but wasn't super crazy about the bath bombs because I felt that the smell didn't linger enough, and that's kind of the same thing with the shower gel, is that the smell at first is so just, oh, it's amazingly sweet apple. Well, and I love that the shower gel is shimmery because I'm crazy about shimmery things as well. But I was really disappointed that the scent didn't last. And I mean, like, even using it as a proper shower gel, when you're lathering, the scent starts to go away. And I really like a shower gel that, not that lingers after you've washed it off, but that at least still has a smell when you're lathering yourself with it. So that was a bit of a letdown for me. I might repurchase another one because I am so crazy about the scent, but I almost just want to sit there and like sniff the bottle and not really just use it in the shower because it's so disappointing. I've got a product from Lush that I'm tossing because I found it when I was cleaning out stuff that I'm moving, and I put it aside because I didn't like it and thought I might come back to it and then didn't. This is the hard conditioner version of Big. It really does not work very well with Big at all, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to be that volumizing thing. I find the hard shampoos and conditioner from Lush impossible to use, especially because I have such thin, damaged hair that I'm really trying to rehab, that using a hard, you know, bar shampoo or conditioner just does not work for my hair at all. So this was disappointing. Obviously I never finished it. There's still quite a big chunk in it, but it's really old and I just needed to toss that. But I thought I'd mention that the Big shampoo is great, but the Big conditioner is not. I've got another thing from Lush that I'm tossing, and it's the cherry pot because it's old and expired, and it was another thing that I found in a drawer that I tucked away because I didn't like. I got suckered into buying the charity pot because the Lush employees talked to you about how great it is and how you're supporting a charity, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it, but I never liked the scent, and it's supposed to be like a hand cream body lotion, and I'm not a fan of either one of those things. I don't use hand cream often, and I don't like body lotions because I don't like how thick they are, and I find that unless I use a really thin formula, it just doesn't absorb in my skin, and it just leaves my skin greasy for hours. I hate that feeling so much. So this expired a long time ago, and I didn't use it. Like, I used very, very little of it because I just didn't like the scent, and I've heard that they revamped the scent of the charity pot, so I'm going to be looking into that possibly the next time I go to Lush. I don't know if I'll purchase it though. It'll depend on how good the scent is, and if I'm needing something when the winter months really kick in. Two more things I have from Lush, keeping with the Lush theme. I've got the Enchanted Eye Cream and the Grease Lightning. Neither of these are completely finished, but they are a few months expired. I got tired of the Enchanted Eye Cream because I found that it wasn't very effective. It just was like a moisturizer, but a really light moisturizer, and I really like heavy duty eye creams, so once I discovered other eye creams, I definitely just let this one sit aside and wasn't reaching for it. And then I have the Grease Lightning Tea Tree Cleanser, which I love, and I really am going to need to pick up another one of these. I only use this when I have breakouts, and I don't break out very often, maybe once a month, that time of the month, that's generally it. And so that's when I would use this, which is why I still have like that much left in the bottle, but it expired in the summer and I didn't realize it. And I've used it a couple times since that expiry date, and I'm not going to risk it anymore just because I don't want to cause any adverse effects to my skin. I don't know if Lush products past their expiry date that don't really smell bad or anything are still okay to use. I don't know. I'm just not gonna try it because I've had bad reactions to skin stuff that have been expired. So this is a really great product. It works really well. I found that it really would dry out any active breakout that I had, and pretty much the next day it would be noticeably smaller, less red, much easier to cover up and deal with, and using it like at least within 3 days, no more than 3 days, it was totally gone without a trace. Some days it was 1 day, some days it was 3. It depended on what kind of a breakout it was and how major it was. But this is a super great product, and I would definitely be repurchasing this. I have an old product from Philosophy that's actually discontinued, and I was holding on to it because I didn't want to use it because it was discontinued, which is just really stupid, but I do that a lot with products. I get attached to a lot of things that tend to get discontinued. I don't know why. I guess I just like things that other people don't like, and it tends to be really disappointing because I'll get hooked on makeup and skincare and even stuff like drinks and, you know, food items that get discontinued, and it really sucks. And this is one of them because it's a facial mist, and it's the Hope Springs Eternal, and this is one of the first things I bought when I went into Sephora for the very, very first time, which was a crazy experience. So that was like a sentimental thing for me, and I decided to use it though because there's no point letting it just sit around and go bad and then having to toss it. So I used it, and of course I loved it. It was a really great after taking your makeup off, like skin refresher thing. I didn't say that it made my skin like look amazing or, you know, look crazy youthful or whatever, but it was such a good feeling, and I liked the smell because this has it's a deep sea ultra fine hydrating mist, so it's got those deep sea minerals in there, and I really like the scent of it, and I really wish that this still existed, but I got its use out of it. I will miss this. If anybody has any recommendations for other facial sprays, let me know because I really love those things. I love the way that my face reacts to them. It's really calming and soothing. So if you have any recommendations, because I'm on the hunt for a new one because I don't have any left. So let me know in the comments down below. I have two mascaras, which I only used a few times, but they are like 2 Christmases old at this point. There's a pink and a blue. My mother got them for me. Sometimes I think she still thinks that I'm a teenager, and she often gets me things that I would have been crazy for when I was 15, and this is definitely something that I would have gone crazy over when I was 15, and I would have been wearing these freaking mascaras in my hair all the time. They're not waterproof though. I learned that the hard way. Rocking a couple of streaks and then going out and it snowed, and all of a sudden it was just like dripping down onto my clothes, and it was just not cool, not cute. And like, for that reason alone, especially during the winter time when it could rain or snow at any second, I don't really want to risk it using these kind of things. And I just kind of feel like I'm too old for this all the time. Like, it's fun to use, and she got me a couple last year, which I still have and probably should use some more of. I think there's a pink and a purple and a silver, and they're fun. I really like, you know, putting a little streak in here and there when it's not going to rain or when I'm going to be inside all day. But I don't know, I just feel like I look like I'm trying too hard when I'm wearing these, and maybe that's just me, because they are really fun, and I would definitely, like, I've definitely dyed my hair and had fun colorful streaks in there, like that's actual like permanent dye that lasted for a very long time. So this is like a fun way to do that doesn't last very long, but I don't know, they're not really for me. I've got a couple of sample things to talk about super quickly. I have the Glam Glow Youth Mud Tingle Folate Treatment, whatever. This was terrible and made me break out like crazy. I found it in one of my drawers because I'd meant to put it in my Empties bag, I think the last time, to talk about it. And wanted to talk about just how, like, if you have sensitive skin, do not use that stuff. The Glam Glow stuff is great. Like, the hydrating one is really, really awesome, and I really loved that one. But stuff that says it's like tingling, and if you have sensitive skin, avoid it. Really avoid it. It made me break out like crazy, and I don't break out often from skincare stuff. There's only been a few things that have just been really aggressive to my skin, and this was like immediate, like basically it was burning, and when I took it off, it was like immediate reaction to it. It was really, really bad. And then I had this little sample of the Bioderma, and I love Bioderma. I've been using a dupe for it that's from L'Oreal, but I miss the Bioderma. I love this stuff so much. It's so effective at getting makeup off, and it feels so good. And I'm so going to need to purchase a huge bottle of this because I just think that this is one of the greatest ways to take off makeup. Next I have the Bobbi Brown mini eye cream, which I talked about in the 500 point perk from Sephora. That was a couple of months ago, and I finished this already and I love it. I loved the way that this worked. It's thick and moisturizing, but it absorbs quickly, and it left my under eyes looking refreshed in the morning, and it didn't look cakey like sometimes with eye creams. Like, they'll actually emphasize some lines before I wash it off in the morning. It's just not good. But this stuff was great, and I know that the full size is super expensive, but I'm so glad I got to try this, and I'm thinking I might end up buying this full size if I don't come up with another option that I like better. And you guys left me some great suggestions for eye creams in the comments before, and if you have any other suggestions for eye creams, please let me know down below. I really like thick eye creams that absorb fairly quickly. And finishing up this video, I have 2 makeup products. I have a full-size primer from Sephora. This is the Luminous Foundation Primer. I've had this for a very, very long time, and I finally got around to finishing it, and it feels really great to have finished this. This was a primer that was fantastic when I was having a good skin day, and awful when I was having a bad skin day. If my skin was already super oily, because I have combination skin, so T-zones can be super oily, and if I was having a day when my T-zone was super oily and my face was a little bit red, using this was not pretty. it just emphasized all those things. It emphasized the redness and it emphasized the shininess, but using it when I'm having a good skin day, like I used the last bit of it this morning, and it's been a long time, and I touched up my makeup a little bit before I filmed this. Like I put on a little bit more blush and I put on some lipstick and I touched up my eyeliner, but basically I didn't really touch any of the foundation on my skin, and I think that a lot of that has to do with this primer because I was having a fairly good skin day, if I do say so myself, and this primer works really well when I'm not experiencing a lot of oiliness and I'm not experiencing a lot of redness. So generally I don't like luminizing primers because of that reason, because more often than not I need something more mattifying to tone down the oiliness and the redness in my skin. But for those days when I'm having a good skin day, every now and then it happens, this was really great. And I do have a couple other luminous primers to go through, but if I ever needed one again, I would definitely consider repurchasing this. And I want to see what other ones the Sephora brand has, because I'm looking to try some new primers, so that would be a great thing. And last, I have a lipstick. This is Urban Decay. This is in the color Native, and this is all wound all the way up, and it is gone. I didn't take a lip brush to it because, well, I didn't want to. I mean, I usually would try to do that, but where I'm in the process of moving, just the idea of having to pack any single thing more than I needed to, I just didn't want to do it. So that's it swatched on my hand here. It was a very, very pretty pale pink color. I love my light pinks and my nudes, as you guys know, I'm sure. And so this was a great, great lipstick for me. I really like the formula. I didn't find it to be super long lasting. Maybe it lasted a couple of hours, but that's fine. I'm used to reapplying lipstick, and I'm used to having lipstick not last for a very long time on me. So I didn't mind that, but I just really was crazy about this color. And I think that I am going to repurchase some other colors from this Urban Decay Revolution lipstick line. I have a little mini of the Naked, I believe, but I've been eyeing Naked 2 and Liar and a couple of other colors that I really wanted to try. So this formula is great, and I would definitely repurchase this formula, if maybe not this exact color, just because I like to try some other different things. But if I was looking for a pale pink again, and I didn't know what to do, then I would definitely repurchase Native. So that's it for my empties for this month, and that's it for the empties from this location. Stop it. And that's it for the empties from this location. The next video you see from me will probably be in the house, unless I manage to pre-film something here. So if you guys have any further questions about any of these products, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have any requests for videos that you would like to see from me, any suggestions, comments, critique, anything at all, please leave it in the comments down below. I really love you guys, and thank you so much for all of your love and support, and just for being there for me. It's been just, yeah, it's been great. I'm going to leave you with a link down below with a video from Paige from ThriftyBeauty that she did basically for me, and it was so touching, and the comments are amazing. And I thank you, Paige, if you're watching. Thank you so much for that video. That meant so much to me. You have no idea. And thank you to every single one of you who left such wonderful comments on my videos. It has been so wonderful to read all those things. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye.